Boom-de 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 boom. It's just a lot. I don't have enough people. I'm only one people. Welcome back to my tiny little garage. It's been a long summer. It's hot. Very hot. So hot. Yeah. But I've been working out here. I haven't actually. If you notice, that is on with one of these guys. So I went through a lot of iterations and finally came up with this guy. So it kind of follows the side-by-side dune buggy look. And yeah. So we're going to put these on. And then I've got to design a whole plate here for these guys. Yeah, so they're going to bouncy like this. Boo, 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 boo. But first, we're going to get this on. And then maybe throw the shocks in place. These are the old dead ones that don't work anymore. At least I don't think they do. Yeah, they don't. This one's out. I've seen some days. So then we're going to, measure 40,000 times and cut probably 20 iterations. That's kind of what happened with this. This is version 1200. I don't know. I wasn't tracking. It's been a long summer. Was 100 degrees yesterday. I swear it said it was 114 in my front yard yesterday in the sun. Backyard's in the full shade, so, well, mostly shade. But yeah, I swear my temperature gauge said 114 yesterday. And that's not full sun on the thermometer. That was the thermometer in the shade in the front yard where the sun is mostly. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure you're all you're getting the same thing. I heard it's a heat wave everywhere. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to throw this one on this side. These guys are terrible as they are. Just an arm. But once I put these guys on in the lower and upper with a big old metal plate right here on the back of the electric motor, we should be good to go. Right now there is almost nothing holding this car up. It's one wheel here and a couple of dollies. So we're going to try to get this part on, because once I can get this on, then I got to move to the front, then I do brake lines. And I really want to get brake lines done soon. Because if I'm at brake lines, then I can just put the body back on. Which obviously this is facing the wrong way. And then we're gonna play. We're gonna roll it around and start mounting the rest of the electric motor. So this is the side I gotta put this one on. Yeah, let's do this. Of course. Whoa! And I just tipped it over. Haha. This is might need to put this underneath. Okay, here we go. I should grease it up. Oh, haha. Anybody else see the problem? I'm totally a doofus. Shout out to Man Without a Plan for bringing me the cool Flexi Hose one. Oh, much better. And you're probably telling yourself, Jason, you're making this way harder than it needs to be by not pulling this all out. Well, therein lies the problem. with only one wheel here and no front end, pulling this out, I don't have enough people. I'm only one people. So I can't line up. Basically, I need somebody on at least one other corner to get it pulled out. And I don't have any other people right now. You're saying, Jason, what about your lovely wife? She helps you every now and then. She's sleeping. It's currently 8 o'clock in the morning, and she is still in bed. So I am not going to wake her up to have her get dressed, stand in the heat, and get dirty just to help me. And you're like, Jason, man without a plane comes over all the time. Well, if my memory serves for his schedule, he doesn't live here. He's already been at work for like 2 hours. He gets up at like 6 a.m. Or he gets up at like 4 a.m. to get to work by 5 or 6. And he has to start the meat. He's a pit boss at a local barbecue restaurant. Good barbecue too. So I'm not going to bug him either. But look at that. I did it anyway. Okay. Now, I gotta slide everything that way. Put that tire on. Now, of course, these are not fully welded. Brake's gonna have to go here. That's what these are for. And then there needs to be a plate that'll come around to hold the crossbar from here. And then another plate that kicks down for the shock. Right there. But I just want to get this in place in order to make some headway. Huey, my 67 squareback, has not been feeling well. And after doing everything under the sun yesterday to it, the entire day, I'm pretty sure my electronic ignition is dying a slow death. As in, it still works, but barely. Why am I stuck? Oh, because the wheels, it's on an axle. It's not a... Hey, there you go. Oh, alrighty then. So there we go. It's going to be a short video today. I got these in place. I wanted to get some progress up. I haven't put anything up in a while, but I have been working on it. There you go. So trust me, it's all, it's completely wrong. I don't have the rotors in place. I don't have the, so don't at me at the, it's all out of alignment. It's angled. It's your toe in. Your blah blah blah. Don't do that. This is, those arms work. Now it's time to measure for here, and then I'll work on straightening. Because right now, these two wheels are like that towards the back of the car. This is the back of the car. Don't look at the front. This is the back of the car. The back wheels are like this. Don't look at the toe in and the heel toe and the hip weight, whatever you call them. Don't look at all that, because that's got nothing to do with what the finished product will be. Right now, the rotors aren't in place. The brake drum, rotor thing. Man, it is hot. I'm losing my wordy bits. Okay, so don't at me on that. But this guy can definitely do its thing now. Lots of travel. And once I get the rotor in, we'll adjust to get it straight. Because I got to get the brake on and the rotor and the caliper, that is, and the rotor and all that stuff. I got to get all that in place. I know they fit these. That's not the point. I just got to get this on, because once I get these cross beams in, see, I got a whole CAD drawing of this in my computer. So there'll be a big plate here holding these guys. This is the back of the motor. This sits on the existing transmission cradle. Boom-de 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 boom. Shock mount stays. And then, yeah. Now I'm going to put the rotors and the brakes on and measure. So, there we have it. Short update. Probably rambled a little bit there, but this heat is getting to us. It's gone up only 5 degrees, but the muggy level's gone up 100%. This is what I wanted to get done. I'm going to try to get this out ASAP. And yeah, we're still cruising on this. I did some other projects for work. I did some other projects for my book and my animatronics. And yeah, I'm still busy out here. It's just really hard to do in the heat. Yeah. Also, the parts start getting expensive. Maybe I should start a Patreon. I don't think I have enough people. If you'd submit like $1 a month to my Patreon, comment below. If I get like 5 people that say that, heck, if I get 3 people that say that, heck, if I said 1 person, I'd probably start a Patreon just to see what happens. If you're looking for updates on the PLP 50, the PETG 50, I am sanding. That's all I've been doing. And whenever the heat allows, can't sand in the house, obviously. The car doesn't fit anymore. So if you want updates on the PETG 50, I'm just sanding and doing body work right now, and that makes for really boring YouTube. I got some more materials to work on the inside and the suspension, so I'm going to start working on that this week, now that this video is done. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys have had a nice summer. I know I am. I just running out of time for stuff like this because of this. It's just a lot. Okay. You know, the usual. Get out in the garage and do something. It's not going to do it without you. Woohoo! Okay. I'm going in the house and getting some watermelon. Oh, door's that way. Back in like late July, Huey got a pit and putter and flat spot, and I thought, oh, it's just time to adjust the valves, because I never did adjust them for this weather. It is way too hot. And so I adjusted the valves, and his pit and putter, like a flat spot, I say pit and putter, but it's a flat spot, it was there every now and then it just got worse. And then one day I'm driving to work, and halfway to work I'm at a red light and my car shuts off and I can't get it started, and I'm like, oh yay, so I get towed. And then I'm like, okay, so let's readjust everything, check the car, blah blah blah, do everything. So I've been doing that since late July. Here it is, mid-August. And after a very long day yesterday, I found out the only thing left that could be the problem is the electronic ignition is dying, not dead yet, because it still runs, it just flat spots. Because I rebuilt the carbs, like I've done everything to this car except when it came to the spark. I'm getting a dull orange spark. So the coil or the electronic ignition is dying. I'm just going to replace them both, but you know, that takes money. And yeah, so I just gotta I gotta order that part. I'm also looking for a better distributor, because this one came with an off-brand 009. So yeah, comment below of what distributor you guys like. I'm a big fan of electronic ignition with an 009, but if I had the correct distributor, I bet you it would be run great without it. As you know, shifting and stuff. Yeah. But he needs a bath. Maybe I can wash it while he's sitting here. So, okay. Bye now.